Saturday, May the 6th. Today I'm going to finish off the t-shirt quilt that I started on Thursday. So my hope is to get this finished so I don't have to take the gray with me to the States. And then I'm going to get working on the next set of t-shirts. So I'll either do the gray or the mushroom colored ones. And then the rest I'll take with me on my trip and get them done there. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm actually all packed. I can't believe that I am packed and ready to go so I can watch the game tonight without having to worry about, oh my gosh, I still have things to do, because I leave first thing in the morning. I still have not found a landline for Virginia Beach or St. Louis, so I may not be able to Twitch stream while I'm down there. I am going to Facebook Live though, so if you want to see any of the live stuff of what's going on either at Quilt Market or at Tidewater Comic Con, make sure you follow my Facebook, and I'll make sure I Facebook Live some of that stuff. If I can get a landline, an Ethernet connection, then I will do some streaming, either some interviews or do some Jackbox or something like that. Definitely going to do a Jackbox stream while I'm at my parents', because I do have an Ethernet connection there. So that's that stuff. Okay, so now to get started. I should have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. Because I was getting ready to do the strips. Oops. Apparently I dropped my pen. Alright. The only problem about this machine, because it's inexpensive, I have to change the stitch and the stitch length each time. Now, I am doing this part right here, so it's super thick, so I just want to cross it, so I'm going to actually back it up all the way to the other end and sew it through again, just to make sure that it's gone through all the layers. So whenever you're doing something super, super thick, it doesn't hurt to sew it a few times. No. No. Don't come over here. Don't jump on there. I just cleaned it. No. No. That's my problem with a deaf cat, right? You have to get their attention. Alright, good. She's not jumping. I just cleaned that ironing board, too, of all of the cat hair. I swear, every time I go upstairs or go someplace, she rolls on it. Okay, so I believe that's A. Yep. I've got to do both sides of that one. Just taking the pins out. No. It's like she sees me looking the other way and she goes, oh, I can sneak over here and jump on the ironing board. I know, you're not very happy with me. Go lay on your stuff. You have a big cat tree over there. Go lay on it. Hi, Chrissy Ann. How are you? See, this is, I actually do my, I try to do my weekend streams this early. That way people like you, where you're so much farther ahead in time than I am, can pop in if you want. All right, so here's those two. I'm going to get these ironed and combined before I finish the other two. Oops. Oh, that was just my other roller. There we go. Oh, hi, Stitch. How are you? I am fantastic. Hopefully, I will be even better tonight after that hockey game. You know what? At this point, I'm just hoping that I can see a Game 7. And Stitch, so I saw Guardians last night. You're gonna freaking love it. Yeah, it was amazing. I loved it. It was awesome. Nice. So did either one of you celebrate Free Comic Book Day today? Keeping my fingers crossed on our caps. Yeah, I know, right? Because if they can pull it out tonight, and they can pull it out Monday, then I will be in town to go to the game on Wednesday. Oh, we didn't iron the other side. So I'm really hoping I get to go to the game Wednesday. Because that means they've won 2 in a row. Now let me do the other side. Oh, yeah, no, because Free Comic Book Day is a holiday in my household. It is probably my 3rd favorite holiday besides Halloween and April Fool's Day. Hence why my hair is all braided, because it is rainy and yucky and disgusting here. And Jordan and I both dressed up. So I was not about to have to deal with my hair while we were walking around in the rain. One, two, three. Alright, so I'm assembling my rows. The biggest thing, like last time, I want to make sure that my sashing here is going to line up with my sashing on the bottom. So I'm going to do my best guesstimate, fold it. Oh, it kind of looks good. Hey, my best guesstimate was right the first time. And then, so I'm feeling in here, so I'm feeling the underneath seams and making sure everything lines up. Yeah, what's really cool about the city that I'm in is they organize they call it the comic book crossover, which is a lot like a quilt shop hop. So it encourages you to visit all of the participating locations. So you get a little passport, and this year the City of London actually printed out passports for everyone. So you get a passport, and then you go around and you visit all of the stores, and then the downtown branch of the public library. And if you get everything all stamped in, then you submit it, and then you can win prizes. So it's pretty cool. Oops. Apparently, the cat walked on the t-shirt. There we go. My goal is I would like to get at least one more top finished. Because then, if I can get one more finished, then I only have 3 more to make for the top, for the quilt tops. Yeah, if you're able to go next year, Chrissy Ann, it's basically any comic book store that is participating gives out free comic books. And a lot of times it's their Black Friday, so they have special deals. I found a hardbound compilation of all of the Death comics. So from the early 90s. So I was super happy about that, so I bought that. George got a bunch of regular comics. She got a pop figure. What else did we buy? I don't think we bought any board games this year. Ever since we've been going to Gen Con, we haven't picked up board games on Free Comic Book Day. But it's a lot of fun. So if you're able to go next year, I highly encourage you to go. Yeah, I can't wait till more people have seen Guardians, so I can actually talk about it. But it was really good. I really liked it. My husband said he liked the first one better. This one's got a little bit more of a darker feel to it. Oh yeah, no, it's as Stitch knows, it's so much fun. I think Third Eye Comics was doing a bunch of really cool things this year. Down down near your ways. I think no, Third Eye's in Annapolis, so I guess that's too far for you, Stitch. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. Oops, I'm out of bobbin thread. And they roll the sleeves up. Me pushing them up isn't helping. I figured everything I tried for luck hasn't worked, so I'll go back to the standard jersey. Although I did wash it, so I washed all that bad luck out. Yeah. Oh, see, I haven't been to Big Planet. Where's that one? See, Third Eye I think is only about 15-20 minutes from my parents' house, so it's not too bad. Okay, here's another one where it is the top of a dress shirt or polo. So I've got this super thick area here. So I'm gonna sew over it, and then I'm gonna sew backwards, and then sew forwards again, just to make sure I break my needle, just to make sure I get it all in there. And see, that's what happens with super thick stuff sometimes. All right, is the needle in here? Yep. Oh, look at that. Needle's right there. All right. I am just going to pop all this open just to make sure no needle parts got down in there. Oh, hey, look, it needs cleaned. I'll go ahead and clean it while I'm in there. Oh, okay. Well, I may try to go and check it out next time then. Oh yeah, this definitely needed clean. No pieces of needle though. Although I did remember to put my oil in here so I can oil my machine. There we go. There we go. Yeah, there's all of the lovely yuck that I just pulled out of my machine. Alright, new needle. Let's do... Use one of my old top stitch ones. Oh, that's cool. It's always better when you're friends with someone at a comic store, because then you've got some place to go and hang out and do stuff if you want. If you saw my post on Facebook for where Jord and I went for comic book day this morning, that's actually a friend of mine that owns that store. Really happy that I decided to stay home this year because I missed Free Comic Book Day last year. So I wanted to make sure I'd be home to actually go with them this year. Okay. Now, hopefully I won't break the needle. Whenever you're sewing over super, super thick things, it's always best to go really slow. When you go faster, that's whenever you have a higher chance of breaking something, hitting something, doing something that... Come on, there we go, straighten up. Why is it doing that? Go. All right, got it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. I just wanted to make sure it looked good before I moved on. And again, for the sashing, doesn't make a difference which way you iron your seams, as long as it's, you make sure the seams are down all the way, so you may have to iron them on both sides. You know, I really like that Material Magic. I'm feeling the edges of the cowboy shirt that I used it on. It feels really nice. Yeah, I'm gonna do it the way I'm supposed to. The opening, so Chrissy, yeah, the opening of Gardens of the Galaxy, you mean? Oops, forgot to take the pins out. Yeah, no, I agree. And it's funny because I saw Karen Gillian's name in the credits, and I'm like, oh, she's got a really big name. And then after watching it for about 30 minutes, I realized who she was. And I'm like, oh, well played. I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, unless I knew to look for her, I never would have realized that was her. Alright, let's see. How does this look? Maybe fine. I'm gonna go over a little bit there. Yep, there we go. feels good. Yeah. See what? Yeah, because you agree, right? So it was like, wait, who? Where is she? Oh, yeah. See, her role is what I really want to talk about with a lot of the other stuff, but I don't want to do spoilers for people, especially if it's an opening weekend. We'll wait like a month and then we can all talk about it. It was funny, so I went last night because the theater that we went to, it was actually an event put on by my local Comic-Con. So they bought the theater out and they brought the voice of the Comic-Con. Yeah. No, I think whenever the second one comes out, then I will rewatch the first and then the second, like, boom, boom kind of thing. Yeah, so they had a costume contest. They had a drawing. It was really, really, really cool. It was really well done. So the Comic-Con announcer guy in the beginning chatting about things, and he said a lot of times for that cinema, he'll stand up and he'll talk about the movie. So a lot of times he'll do a lot of the superhero movies, and he finds he's always apologizing about the DC ones, and he actually gets to watch it a day ahead of time so that he can talk about it. So he got to watch it Thursday night. So he said, yeah, no, there's nothing I need to apologize for this movie. It's fantastic. It's awesome. And yeah. And then he asked, he goes, so is there anyone in this theater that hasn't seen the first one? And he's looking around and goes, oh, I see a guy in the back who has a girl next to him who's forcing his hand up. Seriously, dude, you haven't seen the first one? It was pretty funny. And then he commented he liked George's hair. Nice. Well, yeah, because you have to watch the first one before you can see the second one. I mean, that's just like common sense, right? I'm glad that you are making your roommate watch it before you guys go out tonight. Yeah, see, and it's really funny because I read an article the other day about how DC has not been promoting Wonder Woman at all. Like, at this point of their other movies, they have so much more hype that they do and so much more that they push. But at this point for Wonder Woman, they've got, what, like 3 trailers? Like, and not much at all. What did I see a trailer of last night that I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to be amazing? Let's see, we saw Wonder Woman, we saw Star Wars. I'm trying to think what other new trailers are out. Yeah. I am a big fan of going to the movies by myself if no one will come with me. I want to freaking go. That's what I told my family. I was like, look, we're either seeing Guardians of the Galaxy on Friday, or I am seeing it on my own while I'm traveling, because I am not going to wait 3 to 4 weeks to come home and then watch it. And then my local Comic-Con put that together, and they're like, okay, yeah, let's go. you mean they partnered her with thick, thin bars? Yeah, that's so funny. How... I agree. How could they not have seen it by now? Like, that's... yeah. Especially with how much everyone talks about Guardians, too, with how amazing it is. Oops. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Man, I have got another polo on this t-shirt, on this quilt. Oh. Yeah. Okay, okay, I see what you mean. I'm like, what? I wasn't quite grasping the thick, thin bars. The bars that you eat. The diet bars. Yeah, that, you know what? That's just, yeah, I don't know about that one. I'm gonna have to go look at Mary Sue. See, and Mary Sue is a site that I really like and I find really reputable. There we go. It wasn't quite lined up, and I couldn't figure out why. Here we are. That's lined up. See, and it's the article that I read, and I'm trying to think of where I read it, said that DC is probably enacting the stereotype of female, the female superhero, female lead superheroes don't sell movies, and they don't sell merchandise and things like that. And I'm just like, yeah. And they probably went into it thinking that the only reason why they were doing this movie is as a prelude to the Justice League kind of thing. I don't know, part of me wants to go see it because I'm all like, screw you. It's Wonder Woman and I want to see it. But the other part of me is like, really? You know what? Give it some more advertisement. Give it some more talk. Okay. It's funny, I heard my husband, he had asked Jord if she had seen Doctor Strange yet, and she said no, and my husband says, well, it's just like Iron Man and Ant-Man. And I'm like, what are you talking about, just like Iron Man and Ant-Man? He says, oh, well, they're all the same, so when, somebody has a problem, and they discover a power that helps them get over the problem, and they spend the movie trying to master it, and then all of a sudden at the very end they master it just in time to save the day. And I'm like, okay, I could describe a lot of movies. It's right there. I was getting towards the end, and I wanted to make sure I had my scrap fabric. Alright, back to another polo top. Yep, looks good. Alright, now to iron and measure the sides to see, do I need 2 or is 1.5 okay? There you go. Alright. It should be okay. Alright, 66. So, 44 plus 22 is 66 exactly. Yeah, I'm going to have to do 2. Just to play it on the safe side. Alright, so I'm going to assume I need 2 from every one, because this one was all the standard ones, the standard sizes that I normally do, meaning nothing is going to be shorter than this. So I no longer have to measure for the rest of the quilt. So I can just assume he's doing 3.5, right? Yep. Okay, and this one is done. I do not need it anymore. So I'm going to come over here and put it away. Oops, wrong mouse. This is the problem when I have a 2-computer setup now. It's figuring out which mouse to push. There's one. Now, because I'm driving all day tomorrow, the moment that I am done with the stream, I'm going to upload this to YouTube. So that way I make sure that I get it done. Turn this one back on. Okay, good. Doesn't affect it too much. Oops. Oh, come don't fall. Okay, good. I found an area that needed to be re-ironed. There we go. It's important that all seams are ironed out as far as they can go and where you want them before you add on that last sashing. There we go. You know, I was just thinking of, I don't know. I have to look at my commission, my Google Doc commission spreadsheet for my commissions. Commissions, there we go. Okay, I did put them. So stitch, I was looking to make sure that I did the 1 to 7 and I put on their who they're for, because you're very specific about the people. Because this is number 4. So whenever the initial photos that I sent you, if you need to go back and remember which quilt is for which person, the order I sent those pictures is the order that they're in. So the first picture was quilt 1, the second picture is quilt 2, and so on. So that way it's easy for you to remember. Okay, so 2 was pieced, and 4 is going to be pieced in a moment. I'll go ahead and just update that now. Great. still trying to think what movie I saw a preview for last night, and I'm like, I really want to see that. And I'm going to have to go and look at movie trailers to remind myself. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. I thought the Xboxes are supposed to read that. I wonder if it's got a problem. Yeah, see, I know, right? It's like there's all of a sudden these trailers that are coming out. It's like, oh yeah, I want to see this, but they're not making the movie itself memorable enough to where you remember it. See, because we saw 4 trailers. One was for Wonder Woman. One is for Star Wars. One, I went, I can see it when it comes out on Blu-ray. And I don't remember what the other one were. Yeah, that sucks. I'm trying to think what you can do now to get your roommate to watch the first Guardians before you guys go out tonight. Dear Microsoft, why you not work like a... Yes. And that's why when we decided for new systems, we got the PS4 and we got the Switch. Okay, yeah, so the PS4s should work. This t-shirt keeps wanting to curl on me. See, now this is going to drive me crazy. Okay, now I really have to look it up. So, upcoming movie trailers. Let's talk movie trailers. Kingsman trailer. Oh, yeah, I don't know if I've seen that one. The Mummy. That's what it was. It just popped up. It was the very first one that popped up as an ad. I don't know if I've seen the trailer for Kingsman. Yeah, but the Mummy remake with oh my god, Tom Cruise. I'm just like scrolling through all of the... The Hitman's Bodyguard. Yeah, so... Huh. I don't think I've seen that one. I'm gonna have to watch that trailer. Oh, and then the fourth one, I remember... Oh, and King Arthur. King Arthur's another one I want to see. I guess we saw 5 trailers, because King Arthur was another trailer we saw. And actually, the trailer made it look really good. Planet of the Apes was the 5th one. Because the Planet of the Apes one, when it came on, I looked at my husband and I went, another one? And he said, yeah, I like those. But it's funny because it was the Mummy, because I was talking to them and I said, oh, I want to see that. I really liked the original. And that's when I learned my husband's never seen any of the original Mummy movies. Like, okay. Yeah, they remade it. So the Brendan Fraser one, they're remaking it, and it's with Tom Cruise. It's supposed to be like a edgier. Yeah, go look at the trailer if you get a chance. It actually looks pretty cool. And it's funny because we were just at Universal, and Jordan and I rode the Mummy roller coaster thing they have, the indoors one, like 3 times in a row because it was freaking amazing. And of course, Brendan Fraser takes you through the whole, you know, the excavation and leading up to it. Like, they did a really good job with that. See, I knew that was going to drive me crazy until I figured it out. Did you? I know. See, at first I was like, what are... I don't know, Tom Cruise. It's just, you know... I don't think it's going to be kind of campy like the first one was, and I really did like the campiness of it. But... I don't know. I want to see it. I'm thinking I'm going to get... I really like the Mummy series. I want to give it a shot. Alright, I just need to take the pins out, iron it, trim it, and this one is done. Yeah, this Dallas Cowboys t-shirt is 50% cotton and 50% polyester. Oh, excuse me. Okay, just making sure I wasn't going to go again. Gotta take out all these little slips. I almost forgot. 3, 2, 1. 1. This is my double check to make sure I sewed everything correctly. 2, 1, oops, 1, and this is quilt number 4. All right, everything is sewn correctly. Go. Do the other side. Say no to Tom Cruise and the Mummy. That's funny. Has Brendan Fraser done anything lately? Like, I'm sitting here thinking, like, I don't remember seeing his name in any movies or anything lately. Makes me want to go IMDb him. There we go. Alright, so finishing this one off took an hour, so I don't think I'm going to get through another one. I keep forgetting how long assembling t-shirt quilts actually takes me. Oh, okay, I haven't seen that. I probably should. Alright. Quilt number 4 is finished. So we've got, let me click on that and that. There we are. Now I can see what the camera's going to see. So there's row 1, row 2, row 3, and row 4. Yay, quilt number 4 is done, and I am done with this fabric for sashing. I don't know, I guess for me it was a whole nostalgia thing, because I'm all like, oh my gosh, it's the Mummy! I miss Brendan Fraser. I want to see this. And I think that's what it was for me. Alright. There's that. Okay, that one can go with me to the States. Next. Now, I'm going to go ahead. Let's do the gray. I've got that one on top. Alright, so this is quilt number 6. So that one, like I said, was number 4. So I have 1 completely done, 2 and 4 pieced. Let me put those over there because that's going to go with me. Okay. And this fabric is the Moda Marbles Gray. I really like this fabric. I actually use this fabric for my Japanese wood spirit, for the quilt, and for the kits for Tidewater Comic Con. Okay, that should be enough for now. Alright, those gotta come with me. This is my list. Oh, you can't really see it there. Can you see it there? Yeah, you can. This is my list as I was making quilts and stuff of all the fabrics I need to reorder by the bulk because I'm going to quilt markets. So I need to put my order in there. So, just like with the one on Thursday, I am only going to attach fabric to the left and right of the second t-shirt in each row. So, this is number 1, so I'm skipping it. Here's number 2. So I'm attaching it to the left and to the right. Oops. Okay, there's that one. Okay, so A3 I skip. B1 I skip. Oh yeah, look how long this row is. Here is B2. Yeah, that's why, it's because of this shirt. This one had to be wide as much as long. Don't think, nope, that won't fit there. Kentucky Derby right now? I'm like, I know there was something going on this afternoon. Marley, the cat doesn't want to play. Okay, skipping B3. Skipping C1. And here is C2. Okay, there's C3. Oh, sorry, C2. C3 is next, and I'm going to skip it. I'm skipping D1 and D2. Oh, I may have to look at this. So Nicole, my business partner, is in New York City. And she sent me a picture with a question mark that says want. Oh. Oh, that's nice. Oh, you guys can't. Oh, yeah, there you go. What do you think? Should I tell her to get me that t-shirt? Princess Peach? I'm thinking yes. Apparently they're at the Nintendo store right now. Okay. Alright, I'm getting myself a new Princess Peach shirt. If you haven't figured out by the many t-shirts that I wear on my streams, I have a lot of t-shirts. What am I wearing today? Oh, back in my day, we had 9 planets. Okay. Alright, and then here is D3. Yeah, no, I always love new t-shirts. It's already in small. Oh, apparently they're sold out. No, let me put it this way. She found this t-shirt in the kids section, but she thinks it's gonna fit me. They're so funny. And normally I ignore my texts and my Facebook messages and everything while I stream, but I know she's in New York City, and all the message said was "want" with a question mark. And I went, okay, I know where she is. I bet they're in the Nintendo store. Oh, there we go. It's funny, I did an interview the other day, and one of the questions was, what's one thing that people don't know about you, or something that may surprise people, or something like that. And I was trying to think of something, and my husband says, you have a lot of t-shirts. I'm like, no, if anyone watches the Twitch stream, they know that. Like, I don't think I've repeated them at all yet on this Twitch stream. Oops. That's what I thought. This is something you have to, yeah, you can't see it in that camera. So the t-shirt has fallen down. So it's super easy for that to happen when you are putting sashing onto t-shirt quilts. You've really got to make sure not to do that. I've got to pick those stitches out and redo it. Because you have to have at least a 1/4 inch seam on both the t-shirt and the sashing. And if you don't have a 1/4 inch seam, the stitchings may come up after a few years. And the purpose of a quilt is to last a super long time, not just a couple years. There we go. Yep, sewn on both sides. Hi, Marley. You're very cute. Everyone liked you on the stream the other day. Because you're super cute. 1, 2. Alright, you gotta move, baby. I'm missing one. Oh, no, it's right here. Hello. Yep. I don't know what I was thinking. I forgot to trim them and just kept going. Yeah, I always think it's funny how the colors of the text when you guys talk changes depending upon what I look at. So I look at my chat and the thing that pops up and it's red and blue, but I look at what populates on my stream and it looks like it's all pink, and they populate over there and it's purple and red. Okay, so I'm working backwards. So this is D3. So D3 is going to go there. So this should be D1. D1 is going to go there. Oh, and as you noticed from the stream, I didn't get my package from my graphic designer. That's okay. I'll message him tomorrow and be like, hey, so I guess you got busy? Something might have happened. He may have realized that something else needed done, but that's okay. That just means I should have it by the time I get back. Yeah, I didn't think about that may have happened. I wonder if it went to spam. Nope. Nope, he didn't send it yet. That's okay. Like I said, that stuff happens. Okay, and see. C3. That way. Now, you may notice some of these shirts are just plain fabric. There's no design, there's nothing on there, but I'm still making sure that the shirt is facing in the direction that I put my letters and numbers, because you never know with how they're cut. Some of these are a little bit longer, some of them are a little bit wider. So I want everything to match perfectly. So I don't want to have to worry about is it wider or longer or whatever, so I just make sure that the designation of where it is in the quilt is correct and is facing the right direction. Okay. Now this one, because of the design, it is printed on a way that it's going to melt if I use an iron. So I'm actually going to iron the back. I'm not going to iron the front of this t-shirt at all. be 3. A3. Oh. Okay. All right. I'm laughing at Nicole. So she's the one that keeps messaging me. She's with a friend of hers that keeps messaging all of these things, and I'm like, Really? Guys, come on, I'm streaming. Stop it. And they just messaged me again to get my priorities in order. The Nintendo store is more important than Twitch. Friends, right? Alright, I should at least be able to get the first set of sashing along the top. That's where I started this stream at the beginning from the last quilt. So I should be able to get at least to that part for this one. Maybe farther, but at least to that part. I'll get far enough at least to where I know I can probably get the rest of the tops finished while I'm traveling. That is a good thing. Like I said, my goal before AwesomeCon is to get all of the tops finished and at least pinned. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I need to bring all of the batting stuff with me because I need to place an order. I'm going to put them with the t-shirts. There we go. That reminded me. I'm like, oh wait, I don't have enough batting to pin all of these. So I want to get them at least the tops done and everything pinned before AwesomeCon. If I can do that, I'm in good condition. Is this both sides? Yes. Okay. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to need 5 strips. I have 2. Let me cut 3 more. And then the rest of this is coming with me. Those are coming with me. This needs to come with me. Sorry, I'm thinking. Okay. I'm doing all my organizing for my trip. Okay. Those are pins. This comes with me. Don't need the calculator, although it wouldn't hurt. Okay. Bobbin stuff comes with me. My favorite seam ripper comes with me. Lip balm. Oh, that's right, it was in there. Yeah, maybe not. I thought I put my lip balm in there. I guess not. I think that's everything. All the planning, right? So I want to make sure that I can continue to work on those while I travel. All right. Actually, we do it from behind. Just it'll make it easier. Okay. Don't need those anymore. It's funny, I am notorious for forgetting things at home whenever I travel. So I actually have a suitcase of my travel stuff. Oops, that's not going to be long enough. So this needs to be moved over for a little bit further. I have a suitcase of travel things that I never unpack. Like when I travel, what I do, all my dirty clothes I put into a duffel bag. And then I just take that duffel bag and dump it into the washer. And then after I wash everything, I pull out all of my clothing packs, repack those, and everything else stays the same. So I have 2 sets of toiletries. I have another brush. Because I do not want to forget any of that important stuff. Okay, that one's ready to go. Okay, this is row C. So I'm only going to do one on the bottom. Just the last one, I don't know if I said what it was. It was row B, which is why I only put one on the bottom for that one. Row A is going to get it on the top and the bottom. So apparently, either the white or the black has stretched so much that I can't do a single piece. So how I'm going to fix this is I'm stopping it at the end exactly where the last one was. And then I'm just going to rest it over top the rest of it. There we go. And now it's nice and centered. That's also how you square up borders for traditional quilts. You measure the top and the bottom, take the average, that's what you cut it, and then measure the left and right, take the average, and that's what you cut it. And it forces the quilts to be the same exact size on the left and right and on the top and bottom. So it's not lopsided. Okay, that one's good. Okay, and this one is A. So this one will get the top and the bottom. This one's super stretchy, so I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to set that first block, measure it to the end, and then go back and pin. And of course, whenever you are adding sashing or borders, especially for t-shirt quilts, the more pins the better. Because you want it to stay whenever you sew it. I was just feeling and making sure the label is right here. Just making sure that was more than 1/4 inch and I wasn't going to sew across the label. And it's fine, it's more than 1/4 inch. And one more. And again, I'm doing everything on the back. I'm not ironing anything on the front because I don't want to melt any of the designs. Okay, and this is row B. Oh, I'm sorry, that last one was D, not B. The first one I did. So row B is just going to get it on the bottom. Okay. This Manson t-shirt has gotten super stretchy. So I'm just smoothing and easing and working it out. There we go. I'm going to put some extra pins in this one because like I said, whenever you have movement of t-shirts like this, the more pins the better. There we go. Alright, so this one's ready. And I roll it up because it is easier to feed through the machine. It's not going to fall through. Okay, so I think that is where I'm going to stop for the day. I think that's a good stopping place because the t-shirts are nice and compact. They're easy to transfer. I've packed most of my stuff up. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to do. I've got to pack my computer stuff up, obviously, and the camera. I think I'm just going to bring one camera. So if I do any streams while I'm traveling, it'll just be a single camera system. I'm not going to bring both of them, just in case. I think I've got it. So I'm going to try to do at least one stream a week. thank you very much, Stitch. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to do at least one stream a week for playing Jackbox. And I'm going to do the stream where I'm going to pin all of these t-shirt quilts. So once I finish these t-shirt quilts, I'm going to pin them and I'll stream that so you can see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. I think that's it. And I'm going to be gone for at least 3 weeks. So it's at least 2 Jackbox streams and 1 pinning stream. So whenever I know the Jackbox streams, I'll make sure I put it on my social media. I'll make sure that I put it on Twitch right here, and I'll pop it on my social media saying, hey, we're doing this now whenever we start to go live. So if you guys want to play, if you want to join, if you want to invite friends, feel free to invite friends to play. It's lots of fun. I can't wait. I'm also going to play with this to see if I can get it to sync up a little bit better so that it's going to be more live than it is. So I think that's it. So awesome. Thanks, guys. I will see you whenever I stream next, and I'll Facebook Live all the stuff that I can't stream. So thanks for joining me. I will talk to you guys later.